Good morning, children. The other day we saw the poem Life. So in continuation with that, page number 17 you can see, I hope you would have understood. நான் சொல்லி கொடுத்தது எல்லாமே உங்களுக்கு புரிஞ்சிருக்கும்னு நினைக்கிறேன் ஓரளவுக்கு. திரும்ப படிச்சிங்கன்னா கூட உங்களுக்கு நல்லா ஞாபகம் வந்துடும். நான் சொல்லி கொடுத்த திரும்ப பாருங்க, then you will understand that. Okay, so now today in that poem itself I am going to tell you what is rhyme scheme as such. Rhyme scheme. I hope you know this because already we have seen this in class 9. So just to tell you again, so rhyme scheme. Rhyme na ungalku ellarkume theriyum. Like one word how it sounds and it has to go with that again. So now for example, now you can see here in the end part of the poem, ear, soul, goal, appear, fear, whole, tall, cheer, down, joy, boy, crown, quest and best. Now ear you can mark as A. Now ear, this after that you can see soul. You have to compare these two words. ரெண்டுமே நம்ம கம்பேர் பண்ணணும். எப்படின்னா ear and soul ரெண்டுமே rhyme ஆகுதா அப்படின்னு பார்க்கணும். It doesn't rhyme. So you have to mark it as B. Then next one, goal. But this goal is rhyming with soul. So you can mark it as B. Disappear rhymes with ear. So you can again mark it as A. Fear again you can mark it as A as it goes with ear, disappear, fear. Whole goes with soul. Tall again with a hole it goes, so B. So like that you have to mark it. So it comes as cheer. Cheer will go with again ear. So you have to mark it as A. Then here you can see down. Down doesn't go rhyme with any other words. So you have to mark it as C. Joy again no. D. Boy. Crown. Crown rhymes with the down. C. So quest. Quest again is different. So quest and best. So C, D, D. Quest goes with what? You have to see that. So it doesn't go. So you have to mark it as E. So now the rhyme scheme here, what we have taken is A, B, B, A, B, B, A. This is what is known as octave. If the poem rhymes with this sound, we have to name it as octave, and then the following thing you can see C, D, D, C, E, E. It goes with sestet. So I told you this what is octave and sestet in the previous class itself. Octave is 8 lines and sestet means 6 lines. So in the octave part the poet tells the problem, and in the sestet part the poet talks about the solution of that problem. So there ends the poem Life. I hope you understand. You can read this poem thoroughly and memorize it. So this is the end part of it. Now coming to your grammar part, that is page number, you can see that is 14 I suppose. Yes, page number 14. So in the page number 14, voice has been given to you. Voice is already we have started. So I will just give an intro part of it. And for example, Ravi kicks the ball. Now here, this is only a simple example I am giving you. So now here, who is the doer? யார் இங்க செயலை செய்றாங்க அப்படினு பார்த்தோம்னா ரவி தான் செயலை செய்றான். அவன் என்ன செயலை செய்றான்? What is the verb part of it? That is, he is just kicking the ball. So that is the verb. Now what he is kicking? What is kicking? That is object. Now this is a straight way of telling a sentence. When a sentence is formed in a straight way, that you can quote it as active voice. That you can say it as a active voice. கொஞ்சம் அப்படியே உல்டா புல்டாவா கொஞ்சம் வேற மாதிரியா சொல்லாமே இந்த வாய்ஸை இந்த சென்டென்ஸை அப்படின்னு சொன்னோம்னா you have to put the object as a doer. Object as a doer. Okay. So then what is the object here? The ball. The ball kicks வந்து நம்ம எப்பவுமே past tenseல கொண்டு வரோம். The ball was kicked by Ravi. The ball was kicked by Ravi. Now இப்போ நம்ம தமிழ்ல கூட பார்த்தோம்னா ரவி என்ன பண்றான்? ரவி பந்தை உதைத்தான். இப்போ அந்த வந்து நம்ம அப்படியே மாத்தி தமிழ்ல சொல்லும்போது பந்து ரவியால் உதைக்கப்பட்டது. So there the meaning remains the same. Meaning அப்படியே இருக்கணும். அதுல எந்த மாற்றமும் இருக்காது. Now the English part of it, this kicked. So kick. Now you would have learnt about the regular verbs and irregular verbs. There only you have to concentrate now. Now what is regular verb and irregular verbs? For example, you can say this is a regular verb. Kick, kicked, kicked. Then play, played, played. For example, if you say draw, draw, drawn, there it is the irregular verb. So sing, sang, sung. So all that. So what you have to see is the past participle of the verb has to be changed here. This verb has to be changed. When it comes to passive voice, past participle நம்ம மாத்தணும் அது. அது நம்ம கவனம் வச்சிட்டு பண்ணோம்னா you can see. So this is the example I have given you. This already I have taught you in the previous classes, that is in class 9. Now let us concentrate in a higher way. Like இப்போ class 9ல கொஞ்சம் டிஃபரெண்டா கொடுத்திருப்பாங்க. அங்கேயும் நம்ம இதே தான் இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ண போறோம். இந்த ஃபார்முலா நீ இம்ப்ளிமெண்ட் பண்ணினா you can do it very easily. I'll take you just two examples. First two examples in page number 14. Just see page number 14 and the rest you have to do it yourself. Okay, the first example is the manager appointed. The manager appointed many office assistants. Many office assistants. Now, what you have to do is just see. The manager appointed many. Now, what is the verb? Which is the verb here? That is what is appointed. It is very easy to do that. The manager, who is the doer? யார் இந்த சப்ஜெக்ட், யார் இந்த செயலை அப்பாயிண்ட் பண்ற வேலை யார் பார்க்கறா அப்படினா மேனேஜர். என்ன பண்றாரு? நிறைய அசிஸ்டன்ட்ஸ் அவர் வந்து அப்பாயிண்ட் பண்றார். So that is what is object. என்ன பண்றாரு? What அங்கற கேள்விக்கு உங்களுக்கு பதில் இருந்தா அத வந்து that is a clue I am giving you. So what அங்கற கேள்விக்கு உங்க பதில் இருந்தா that is what is the object in that sentence. So what you have to do is you have to change the subject. This subject has to be changed. Object will become the subject in the passive voice. So many office assistants. Many office assistants. Now what happens to this verb? This appointed, appoint, appointed, appointed. So this remains the same in the past participle also. So many office assistants were appointed. Now why it has become were here? Why? Because there is a plural form it, and in passive voice it becomes the present form takes a past form. So many office assistants were appointed. By whom they were appointed? That is what we will write as by the manager. By the manager. So you can implement the same rule here as I told you, SVO. Now SVO again OVS. So this remains, this object becomes a subject. This becomes a verb, that is verb in past participle form. By the manager becomes the object. So that is how you have to change. One more example I give you. You are making a cake now. Now look at this sentence. This is a quite different example. You are making. Now what is making cake now? Which is the tense they have used here? Now here you have to see ing is there. Ing means it is in a progressive form. That is in a continuous. கண்டினியூஸ் தொடர்ந்து வந்துட்டு இருக்கு. அது செஞ்சுட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க, செஞ்சு முடிச்சிட்டாங்களா இல்லையா அது பார்க்கும்போது அந்த காலத்தை பார்க்கும்போது இங்கே வந்து ஐஎன்ஜி போட்டிருக்காங்க. இப்போ யூ ஆர் மேக்கிங் கேக் நவ். now what is that? யூ வந்து சப்ஜெக்ட் போட்டுருவோம், ஆர் மேக்கிங் வந்து வர்பு போட்டுருவோம், கேக் தான் என்ன பண்ணுறாங்க, வாட் இஸ் மேக்கிங், என்னக்கு ஆன்சர் இருக்கு இல்லையா. ஸோ அங்கே நவ் என்ன, திஸ் ஸ்பீக்ஸ் அபவுட் த அட்ஜங்க்ட். அட்ஜங்க்ட் என்ன அர்த்தம்? that is when, how, where அதுக்கு பதில் இருந்துச்சுன்னா that is adjunct. So this is A. Now you have to forget about that A. Forget about that. You have to concentrate only in SVO. So how you will write? You are making cake now. அப்ப எப்படி எழுதுவீங்க? இங்க வந்து என்ன கொடுத்திருக்காங்க? ing வந்தாவே தொடர்ந்து பண்ணி கொண்டு இருக்கிறான். அந்த மீனிங் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணக்கூடாது. அந்த மீனிங் சேஞ்ச் பண்ணாம இருக்கிறதுக்கு now what we are using is cake is. Now cake க்கு பக்கத்துல ஏன் is போட்டேன், r போடல? Because cake is in a singular form. So cake is being. Now why I am adding being here? To show that it is in a continuous form. That is in present continuous. So cake is being. Making க்கு என்ன make கொண்டு வாங்க. இப்ப verb, regular verb, make, made. So the participle of made, past participle of make is made. So cake is being made. So cake is being made by you. That is by him, him, you வந்து himமா மாறிடும். அந்த adjunct அப்படி எடுத்து போட்டுறலாம். Now, that's all. You don't have to disturb that adjunct. As it is, you can write in the last part itself. So cake is being made by him now. Okay, so this is the example I wanted to teach you. So I think rest you have, I mean totally 10 we have. So out of 10 I have given the answers for 2. The rest you can do, that's for homework. There I ended. Thank you children. Be concentrative and do the work. Okay, thank you.